I've been pretty lucky.
A pretty good supporting cast. That Oilers team was one of the best teams in history. Heck, I would have scored 50 goals playing with Gretzky.
Come on, they were great, Daniel, but not that great. Perhaps Glenn can add another trophy to his case, the NHL Shootout Trophy. We'll have to wait and see. So 3 players remaining at this first of 3 preliminary tables. Action on Vanessa Rousso. King 4.
What's a mediocre hand? You want to at least see a flop with it against the blind. Question is raise or call?
I want to raise, but I'll just call.
In the small blind, she just calls. The blinds are at 6 and 1,200 now. Anderson in the big blind with 7-6 off.
She let him know, she said, I want to raise, but I'll just call.
He checks his option.
Got a good hand.
Vanessa and Glenn Anderson to the flop. Flop is 7, ace 5. Anderson out flops her with a pair of 7s.
Vanessa has been playing pretty aggressively in a lot of situations.
16.
And she's going to do that again here.
1,600 trying to take it down.
She might think her king high is the best hand, but we all know Anderson has the best hand with 2 7s. But does he know? That's the question.
Got to be worried a little bit about the ace, but he makes a call.
Draw. I draw.
So Vanessa's putting Glenn Anderson on a draw.
Turn card now. Deuce of hearts. Anderson still best.
That gives Vanessa Rousso an extra out. She can get you 3 now for a straight.
She remains aggressive, makes it 3,000.
She's really trying to bully Glenn Anderson here.
Sure.
Oh, it's not going to work.
He's not believing whatever Vanessa's selling. He calls.
He's on to her bullying tactics.
A 9 on the river. Anderson gets the check mark with his pair of 7s.
Will Vanessa Rousso fire another bullet? Nope.
She checks. Anderson,
You get there?
4,000.
Got there, didn't you? 6-8. 6-8.
Vanessa thinks she got rivered.
Rough, isn't it? Gosh, the 6-8 got there.
4. Glenn Anderson had the best hand on the flop.
Vanessa gives it up.
Daddy had 6-8.
No 6-8?
You're right in there, yeah.
But not 6-8?
Close.
Close? Thought you had 6-8.
Now she's really confused.
You were right on the, I was on the draw.
Liar! He's a poker player after all.
Vanessa started out reading this table very well, but having trouble lately, and her troubles are continuing as she is in danger of missing out on the final table. All right, action back underway. 3 players. Zachary Tomlinson. He has ace-king. Suited ace-king and a raise to 21,000.
Well, I guess Tomlinson decided to get aggressive and go for the win rather than play it safe by finishing in the top 2.
And with pocket 10s, Glenn Anderson will call. These two about even in chips.
I'm going to go all in on the flop no matter what.
Wow, Vanessa Rousso rooting for one of these two guys to go broke so she can sneak into the final table.
Flop is 7, jack 5, no ace, no king. Anderson's 10s are best.
I'll go all in.
So all the chips are in the middle for Tomlinson, at risk and behind.
Well, Tomlinson did say no matter what, he was going to go all in on the flop. He's behind.
With Glenn Anderson in great shape to knock out Tomlinson.
Well, and Tomlinson was in great shape if he just played careful to sneak in the final. But now
I know I'm going to hit this card, man.
he's going to need some help.
I already know I'm going to hit it.
He told us he was a very aggressive player. That was an aggressive play. A tray on the turn is no help to him.
Glenn Anderson can hold off an ace or a king. He's going to have a commanding chip lead heads up against Vanessa Rousso.
And we will have our 2 final table participants. The river card is a 6. Anderson wins it, knocks off Zachary Tomlinson in 3rd.
Well, unfortunate situation. He lost a coin flip, and he's going to miss the final table by 1 spot.
$2,000 goes to his charity, the NHLPA Goals and Dreams Fund. We're down to Anderson and Vanessa Rousso.
Good luck, even though I'll be the one that's needing it.
I don't know. I think I'm happy we're both going on, you know. And I need more lessons from you.
You honestly, you played very well.
I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't have been here in this position without you.
2 top competitors in their field. Rousso and Anderson will face off for number 1 coming up next. The NHL Charity Shootout is brought to you by PokerStars.net, the world's largest free poker site. Welcome back to the NHL Charity Shootout presented by PokerStars.net. It's been quite a day of action, but now we're heads up. 2 players vying to take down this first of 3 preliminary tables, but Vanessa with a lot of work to do if she hopes to catch Glenn Anderson, the Hall of Famer. A table that began with 7 players is now down to 2. The hockey legend versus the poker pro.
Winning this event would be cool, not just because you win money for charity, but you kind of have bragging rights that you get to beat up on a bunch of pro athletes, hopefully.
I'm not that good, honestly. It's unpredictable what could happen.
Drop the gloves. It's time for Heads Up.
You know, this table has really been dominated by these 2 players. Glenn Anderson came on strong after Vanessa looked like she had this thing won early on.
I like your tricks.
All right, one time.
Vanessa playing for the charity she founded, the No Limit, No Profit Initiative. She looks down at pocket jacks.
I'm all in.
She's really hoping that Glenn Anderson finds something like an ace and a 7
Give me a hand.
and makes the call.
Glenn playing for 2 charities, the Cross Cancer Institute and the Alberta Cancer Foundation. 10 tray won't help.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good for you that you folded, Glenn Anderson, but not good for Vanessa.
Yeah, sure.
That's almost as annoying as a bad beat.
But Vanessa will be a little stronger the next time she's all in.
How long you been pro?
I've been playing professionally since I'm probably 4 years, about 4 years. It's tough to say when I exactly turned pro, but I mean, playing a lot of poker my whole life, so.
Your whole life?
I learned when I was 5.
Thanks.
And coming onto the stage, someone you might recognize, Greg Raymer, the 04 world champion.
She's a killer. We had the toughest guy in the NHL here, and she just took him down like 4 or 5 times in a row. It was like unbelievable.
Well, you know, tough doesn't work so much on the poker table.
Poker table is the great equalizer.
Greg Raymer has done his share of bullying on the poker felt. All right, heads up. Vanessa Rousso, Glenn Anderson. Vanessa with King 4 of diamonds.
She still is on the short stack.
I'm all in.
And all in.
That's to be expected with a suited king.
And a bigger king for Glenn.
Call.
And, of course, the quick call.
A good quick decision here
Let me
for
crush.
Glenn Anderson. He's got his opportunity right now to knock out Vanessa Rousso. A substantial favorite. You see the percentages, almost 70%.
Good luck. You deserve the win, dude.
Glenn Anderson has had a lot of luck in his lifetime, now trying to conquer the poker felt and poker pro Vanessa Rousso. The flop, deuce 6 jack. Rousso behind, but adds a flush draw.
We have an action flop. Not only can she catch the 4, but any diamond will win it for Vanessa.
Turn card now is a king that pairs both and changes nothing.
No, Vanessa's still needing the 4 or the diamond. 1 card to go. Otherwise, Glenn Anderson is going to win it.
The top pair and the second nut flush draw.
That's all I know.
All right, now the river card. It's a 7 of clubs, not going to do it. Vanessa Rousso knocked out in second place.
Well, a feather in the cap there for Glenn Anderson. 6 championship rings and a win here over Vanessa Rousso.
So both players move on to the final table and continue to play for their respective charities in this NHL Charity Shoutout. Today was Glenn Anderson's day as the 6-time NHL champion added another win to his resume.
I'll call.
Glenn knocked out several of his NHL brethren before taking out the poker pro Vanessa Rousso.
You deserve the win, dude.
Congratulations to Glenn and Vanessa as both will be moving on to the finals.
Now you're going to see Vanessa at the final table. What did you learn from her here today?
She just knows exactly what the bets are, the value bets, everything under the radar. Like, it was just phenomenal. And she taught me a lot. So I don't think